give you a realistic update of where we are right now. There's still tools everywhere. I actually broke a sweat a minute ago when I was trying to get everything set up where I could record. I couldn't find some stuff, and it's warmed up here today. I had the windows open and I got hot. It's just crazy because a few days ago we had an ice storm going on. I'm home by myself today except for Clover. I don't know if you remember her, but when I talk to the camera, she gives me the most insane looks, like she thinks I've lost my mind. But the agenda for this week is definitely going to be the bathroom, and I have made the plans for the shower. We're going to be using the large format tile. I think they're 24 by 48, and I hope it goes well. I've made the plan. Lucas got the plan for the waterproofing, and then we'll see how it goes. We're going to get started on the bathroom, and then I hope at some point this week I can just give you an updated tour of at least the front of the house. I'm not done with the kitchen yet. I've still got to add some things, and I'm not ready to show you guys any more than you've already seen. So we're moving on to the bathroom, and I'm really excited to have a normal week, to be back to sharing progress with you guys. And I just wanted to say hello, welcome back, and let you know that it's going to be a normal week this week. I've started to realize that the negative comments that I get, they don't bother me at all. If you want to write a negative comment, have at it. I'll probably delete it only because I just don't want people having to see hatefulness on my channel. Like if you put it on my channel, that's why I can take it down, right? But I've started to realize that people that give me advice, and I kind of knew this from when I started, like, you know, because I've been making videos for right at a year. So it's been pretty consistent. I've had a few breaks here and there, but when people give me advice, for some reason, I guess because I feel like if you're going to give me advice, you're obviously coming from, you know, a good place, right? And I really want to try to take that advice. And when I have so many people like throwing so much at me at one time, I think I try to incorporate it too much. And I've started to realize that some of my videos I feel like are not really what I set out to create, which is probably you don't even care. But I do all this stuff all the time, and I never share it with anybody, and it doesn't really, like, I don't like having nice things because I want to be like better than somebody, and I want my kitchen to be pretty. Like, it's not really for anybody to see, so I don't show it to anybody. The creative process is really what I like the most, and that's what I want to share. And then, you know, I also come from a really rough start. I don't have like complaints. It's not something that I want to delve into in detail. I feel like it's really, really awkward whenever, you know, you've had like stuff happen and then there's still people around that were involved. And, you know, I have definitely like feel healed from everything. But I just think back to like what I was like, especially, you know, in my late teens and early 20s. And I guess, you know, a lot of what I make these videos for is for people who, I don't know, like think things aren't possible, like think it's not possible to change your situation or to, you know, improve in some way. And I don't know how to like convey that. I feel like the audience that I'm attracting is not that person, and that's fine, you know. But I just thought I'd be real with you about why my videos might seem a little bit kind of inconsistent or all over the place. It's partly because I, you know, feel like I take too much advice, so I lose sight of like what the goal was originally. And then I think that the rest of it is just because I'm learning. Like, I'm still new to making videos, really. I think I have like 24 long form videos maybe. And I'm trying to like play around with stuff that I am just now learning how to use. And when you're doing all that, it's kind of hard to, I don't know, like can't see the forest for the trees or something. But I feel really good right now. I feel really happy. I'm really excited. I really like this phase of my life. I didn't like being younger very much. I didn't like being a teenager. And I like where I'm at right now in life. I feel good. I feel happy. I feel healthier than I have really in my whole life. So it's all about positivity for sure. I really want to share good things with you guys, and maybe one person can, benefit in some way from something that I share. But sharing this, is a way for me to take my creativity outside of just my own bubble. And then the Airbnb itself is a way for me to share, because I'm creating this space that other people are going to be allowed to come and see. So whatever your opinions are on the Airbnb situation, it really is still a creative outlet for me. Like, that's always going to be that core of what I really enjoy. So our house, I know I've mentioned a few times, and I don't know that I do a good job of telling you guys where everything started, but we are not done with everything in this house, and probably eventually you might see some videos of me doing projects here. I'm not sure. I'm trying to keep everything as linear as possible. And then the last thing I want to say was just, if you are a super sleuth and you notice something in this video that is inconsistent as far as timeline wise, I'm not trying to hide anything. Or whenever we film, or whenever I film all the stuff, especially, I don't know why I say words sometimes. I needed to break it up into sections that make sense for you. Like, we're hopping around so much that if I just told you like what we do in a day, it wouldn't make any sense. So if you see something that like, oh, well, she already did that, or like if you see like a flash of the kitchen like back in time, which you will, I think, in next week's video, I'm not trying to like do anything weird or like be fake or hide, or I don't know. It's just like, I'm showing you what we're really doing. I'm just breaking it up by room. So if I happen to walk through a room at a different stage than where you've seen it last, I don't really, like, if I'm talking, like, I don't want to edit that out. I feel like that's fake. So you guys are really observant. And yeah, like I said about the advice, like, I'm not asking people to not give me advice. If you feel like you want to give me some input on, what kind of content I should be making, or, a lot of people have opinions on the music that I use. I like music in a video, and a lot of times I like to make a video that I would want to watch. I don't always succeed at that, though, I have to admit. Like I said, I lose sight of the big picture sometimes when I get in the thick of editing, but I'm getting better. And I have a lot more to share. So this week is going to be a big week. I think the bathroom is a huge part of the design of the house, and also it being a successful Airbnb. I know when I stay somewhere, I really want a nice bathroom. I think, the bed being really, really clean and having a nice bath shower setup is number one for me. So I think it's more important, honestly, than the kitchen. The kitchen's important, I think, because that's the main entrance that we're gonna use for guests. So that first impression thing. But I don't think that people are gonna spend as much time in the kitchen as they do the bathroom, the bedroom, the living room. And I will hopefully in a couple days give you guys a quick tour of just some updates in the house. And I thank you for watching. You guys are awesome. Here.
There you go.
You all right?
Work on it. Late at night. That's what I like.
And I'll have to clean up a mess to go to bed. Oh.
Yep.
That was probably the worst part. Like, so tired and you couldn't even just go to bed.
Yeah.
Where's your knife?
In there. Good. That's good. That was nasty. I just wanted to cut that one again.
I'm taking the shower out. Huh. Maybe mystery. Sometimes I like a surprise.
There's two different guys.
You alright, Dad? Yeah?
I'll show you the two real guys. Here, look.
Wow. Go up. I know sometimes it's hard to see colors in the light. But look at that. That is the original color of this room. And I know you can't see them at the same time, but it is about as close as you can possibly get. So if anybody wants to ask me why I'm painting this bathroom pink, I picked pink because I knew it was an age-appropriate color. But it was also, obviously, what was originally here, which is just, golly, you guys, a win. I'm so tickled over that. I just wanted to share. It's pretty late. We've had a long day here, and I just thought I'd give you an update on the shower. Let me turn the camera around. It's looking pretty good. I helped him install the base, but I'm not going to take credit for all this. He's definitely the mastermind. I was born for this. Not. Oh, where's the little one? I panicked.
Is that up?
I thought I stuck my butt in that. I was about to be mad. Well, I don't care to get dirty, but.
Scrape that off. I can't do it well with this one.
I mean,
It went past the line a little bit.
there's that. This is the silence of fear.
Silence of fear.
Okay. These giant tiles.
This one's an absolute blow. We'll take it off, wipe it down, and put some little tiles back to back.
I think I can get that. I do. So close.
Little gap in my arm got scared.
Living with your auntie and uncle in Bel Air? The worst thing about filming, Dad,
What?
the lack of a soundtrack. My face.
Get your head out of my elbow. Like, I haven't been in town. Oh, you're painting me, man. See those little thin spots? They can't be thin spots. We need to add more. Want to do it?
No, forget it. No, I can do it myself, Dad. I need more hands. Stick her on there and clean it up.
You ready?
You're already on.
You could help.
I know. It was a joke. Don't cry.
I'm crying.
On the inside.
Go up and down.
We'll go up.
Thank you. You said you didn't want to help. I was like, damn.
That was a joke. I said I was joking. Your big fat foot's in my way. Really, you're gonna have to sit like an Indian or come out here and
I can't do it.
Okay, never could do nothing.
Oh man, they're sticky. They're slippery as.
Well, clean them. Should have bought suction cups that were with it. I think you need to go get some cups. Yeah. I want you to move out of the tub.
What?
Because I can do this and your hands are not like mine.
There, we need to push it in.
Oh. Hope you're all doing well today. I have a few things on the agenda today, but I thought I would start out by doing a quick cleanup. I want to do a little damage control, take stock of what I've got, and then I think I want to give you a tour, just an update how everything is currently. And so my plan is to do every day something that I enjoy, something that's fun, and then something that I'm not too excited about doing. So I have got to finish stripping the paint on that exterior door. I have been dragging it out. I've done a little bit of reading, and I think that I'm going to incorporate some acetone and see if that helps to clean the rest of the residue off the door. It's mainly the exterior of the door. I haven't put any stripper on the inside of the door, thank goodness, and it's gonna stay white. I'm gonna leave it alone. There is one pane of glass that has some damage, so I do need to replace that, but that's not gonna be complicated. It's just finishing up that exterior to get it to a nice point where I can repaint it. There is a little bit of damage to the bottom of the door. It's not structural damage, it's just over time, maybe people bumping it, they have created a few pretty large dents, and I haven't decided. There was filler. Somebody had put like wood filler in there, and I haven't decided if I want to do that or if I just want to leave it in its current state. So yeah, I'm going to do some cleanup and give you a tour. It's going to be a really good day. Thank you for watching. I'm thankful that I have been able to maintain recording, and I want to keep this up. I hope that you're enjoying the videos. Please let me know in the comments if you have any suggestions. So yeah, let's do some damage control, and then I'll give you a quick tour. I have been running around like a mad woman to make sure that I got all the garbage, and I've just been doing that routinely. I've learned from experience whenever you're working on a project like this that if you let the garbage just accumulate while you're working on projects, it really slows down the process a lot. So I've got all that picked up for the most part. I do want to film really quickly though, because there's nice light, and I know you can see better if I leave the lights off. So it's nice and bright in here from the windows. I think what I'm going to do is start from the front of the house and work my way back. I'm going to go from like the areas of least change to the areas of most change. It's not done. This is just a progress update. I just wanted to show y'all where we are right now. And this project is far from done. I'm trying to slow down and enjoy it as much as possible, but I'm going to turn the camera around and just give you a realistic update of where we are right now. There's still tools everywhere. Some rooms look a little bit crazy, but yeah, you get to see realistically where we are right now. Okay, so I'm starting, like I said, with the front of the house. And this is the main living area. This room is not going to get repainted right now. I'm not a huge fan of the color, but in the interest of decreasing my workload, I don't want to paint it. The furniture came in the other day. I got it assembled. I'm going to try to link all my content or my products in this video This is a sofa bed from IKEA. I really debated on the color, but I'm happy that I went with something fun. I do need a coffee table. We already have a TV for this room. I think it's gonna be hung on the wall unless there's some reason. There is the old chimney inside the wall. It's been capped on the roof, so it's not gonna cause any problems, but this is the rough location of the chimney. So let me back up a little bit. You can see in this far corner in the kitchen area, there's like a little pantry cabinet. So it goes, I'd say, to about right there. And then I think the chimney is right here in the center of this wall. You can see it from up in the attic. Of course, that would be a super neat project to tackle at some point, but that's not happening right now. The blinds I'm gonna leave up just in the interest of budget, but the curtains are gonna change. They bother me. I don't like the rod, and they don't go all the way up and they don't go all the way down. So those are gonna be changing, but the throw pillows on each end came from West Elm. These came from H&M. These little marble tables came from TJ Maxx and West Elm. The chair itself is the Solderham from IKEA, but then I ordered the Bims cover. They do have an outlet. And let me see if you can see better from the other side. This is the maximalist fit. It's skirted. I really like it. I'm really happy with that. It fits really well. It fits better than the original cover, and I still have the original cover for the chair. I'm gonna keep it, but it was a white linen and it needs a little bit of a clean. It was in the office before. If you watch some of my old videos, you'll have seen me do some sit downs where I sit in that in my studio at our house and talk. This is a double front door. Those blinds are gonna be changed. I'm not sure if I wanna do fabric or if I just wanna do like a traditional blind. Again, I'm trying to stay on budget and be realistic. So I'm gonna move, I guess, into the primary bedroom. Not much has happened in here. I don't even know if I showed y'all that awful ceiling fan. It looks like Star Trek. But the mattresses came in the other day. All the mattresses are gonna have double waterproof covers, so like the bottom one will stay and then just get changed probably monthly, but then the second one will get changed between every stay as well as all the bedding. So we're not doing the reused blankets thing. I'm gonna make sure this is somewhere that I would want to stay. And yeah, I think that's pretty much it in here right now. It's become a little bit of a storage area. We've got the little dog pen that I bought, some furniture, that's the old cover from that chair. A lot of these pillows and blankets is what's on the bed that came in. I can shut this room off so things don't get dusty, but they came vacuum packed. And if you've ever bought anything like that before, you know it needs a little bit of time to get fluffed up. So I'm just letting everything kind of expand. That's the tile for the shower. You'll see that in a second. And a lamp I picked up. I've got a pair of those that I've got to get some shades for. So the curtains in this room is the main thing. I think I'm going to change the blinds as well. So I'm going to have blackout in the bedrooms. And yeah, I'm going for really clean boutique hotel vibes in here. And that nightstand is not, it's not doing it for me. I wonder if I got like a piece of stone to put on top of it, if that would make it look better. I wonder if I could take that top off there. Like this piece looks like a separate piece. Oh, yeah, I'll have to look at that. I think I could take the drawers out. We are gonna have a TV in this room, and there's a wardrobe in here so you can hang clothes. Moving on out of this room, I guess I'll just go. So this one has its own entrance to the bathroom, which I think is nice. This room is got a long way to go. So the shower is waterproofed, obviously. We have done the first layer of tile, and well, he's at the shower base. Everything is roughed in. The tile is something that we have to do as a team because they're large, and Luke and I both have our strengths for sure. He has mixed the mortar, but when it came to setting these tiles, I actually had to come to the rescue because he had a little moment where the room not being square caused some issues, and I was able to thankfully contribute, which I really do enjoy. And we got it set, and they're square, and yeah, really pleased with that. So we'll be going up, but this shower is not holding anything up. The shower, we're finishing ourselves, and we don't need to rush it for any reason. And you'll see behind me, so when I was priming, I accidentally ordered some gray primer. And when I was priming the bunk room, I just had some left over in my paint tray, and I just kind of stuck it up on the wall. It's lighter than the wall color, but it would have been better if I had bought white. I did a Walmart order, and I didn't even realize that gray was an option. When I opened it, it looked purple. I thought, what is this? But let me turn you back around so you can see. In this room, curtain change, blind change, new wall color. Vanity is coming out, a whole new setup is gonna be there. It's gonna be really nice and clean looking. I think I'm gonna do a kind of larger rug, maybe in this area. And then I'll have, you know, like a bath mat that you'll use by the shower. The shower, we can do a door. We did choose to not do a hand shower though, because I was worried about somebody flooding the bathroom. And I think what we're gonna be doing is doing a corner shower rod on the ceiling, and then I'm gonna be making the shower curtains with a really nice fabric that was actually a tablecloth. And then I ordered from H&M because of the length. It needs to be really long, and I couldn't find what I wanted in a fabric or shower curtain. So I ordered the tablecloths, and then I'll be putting those together. The room off of the bathroom is gonna be the utility room. So stacked washer dryer, hot water heater. This is currently just a tool storage area for the moment. It does have a door that shuts though. And so washer and dryer won't just be front and center in the bathroom. But that is the new wall that was built to create the bunk room. And obviously paneling's got to go up in there. Beadboard is what's going to be on this side. That's what's on the other side as well. This room already had its own light, strangely enough, because I think it was two. Well, I know it was two rooms before, because there's a place I can show you where there was a wall, but he had to move that switch. And there's a window in this room, which is nice. I mean, it's not, I don't know if you can get an idea of the scale. Those are 1 foot tiles, so it's not crazy tiny. We're gonna move back into this central dining area. This is a tapestry that I've had for several years. It was at the family flower shop for a long time, and I think my mom ended up gifting it to me because I loved it so much, and I have not always had a great place for it in my current house. I don't know why, it just doesn't like look right, But I think it looks so good in here. And that was that little marble top dresser that was here when we got the house. The light fixture has been changed out. I love this light. It is a chandelier. It's a Ralph Lauren chandelier. It's in polished nickel, and I got it from Wayfair for like $80. I was so excited about that. Little dining table and chairs. I do want to get a large area rug for this room. And if you can see, I guess, what do you guys think about these things? First of all, obviously they were added. That wouldn't have been here, but the room, like if you're standing center of this door, is how I've lined up the tapestry and the little dresser. But then the light is not centered of the door. It's centered of the ceiling in the room. Built-ins, nothing's changed with those. This room's in the middle of the house, so it's a little bit darker. We're gonna head into the kitchen. So I'm calling this whole space the kitchen. I'm not gonna differentiate. We're not gonna call this a pantry. It's just the kitchen. And this room was black and yellow like a bumblebee. It is now floral white from Benjamin Moore, which is our primary wall color in the house. I am leaving all the trim white in the interest of my sanity and budget, because if you're gonna paint this trim anymore, you probably would want to strip it. And we're not doing that right now. I really am in love with these really tall baseboards. I don't know, they're like 8 or 10 inches. Really, really nice. That is the return for the central heat and air. It's just gonna be living there. Can't do anything about that. This hutch, I may have showed y'all the other day when I was talking about the kitchen in one of my previous videos, but I had purchased it to go in a specific spot in our house and then realized it did not fit. You couldn't open the cabinet, so I was gonna put it at the end of our pantry. So it works well here. The refrigerator is gonna go right here, as well as the nugget ice maker. So like refrigerator, ice maker setup. I haven't decided, well, there's plenty of room right here for it, but I wanted to make that like a special moment. So I did not order an IKEA cabinet for that spot. I'm gonna see if I can find something that like I can visualize what I want it to look like. Almost like a microwave cart or like a potting bench where there's like a top and then a shelf in the middle. So there's like 2 sections. And that way the ice maker can actually go, you know, like knee high. And then you could have some storage like up on the wall for glasses and maybe like a water dispenser. I just want this to be like all your drinking. I'm gonna finish this door today, Lord willing, saying a prayer for the paint stripping and for my perseverance, because whew,